Guys, how are you? Hi, good morning, good afternoon, good night kwenye muko. How are you? Mnaendeleaje? I hope mnaona Richo leo juu naona ni kama muoni.
Wananiona.
Yes, so
They can see me.
Welcome again.
Ama they can't see me.
Welcome again. Tunawapenda sana. For those who are new, this is Rakeli and Faith. This is 2024 and we are happy. We're so happy that we are living this life, this year. And tunawapenda sana. Subscribe. We are seeing your comments by the way, and we are happy that you guys are watching now. And you follow us. It's tunawapenda sana. So many hugs. And yeah, kisses.
Mwah, 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 mwah.
Yeah, so your highness.
Yes.
How are you?
Good. What's up? How is everybody? Let me put my phone away. How is everybody doing? Mimi, I'm okay.
Even me.
Vile tu mnanisi. Mnanisiaje? We are so grateful. We are experiencing the new year. We don't take it for granted because so many people did not even make it to see today. Did you see that accident in Eldoret?
No.
Well, yeah, there's those people that died in the shuttle. All of them, they were hit head-on collision by a bus coming from Rwanda through Uganda to Kenya. Somewhere in Eldoret, they had that crazy accident. I don't think anybody died from the bus, but the shuttle, where? May their souls rest in peace. Ama namna gani?
Yeah, rest in peace.
Tunaongelea nini leo?
It's so sad. You've started with death.
No, we are just saying thank you because we are not among those people.
Yeah.
You see, being alive is not a matter of guarantee. It's luck.
Yeah.
Literally, a meteorite can come from nowhere. Is it a meteorite? The small ones. They can come from anywhere and hit you while you're walking. You can literally choke. Yeah, you've seen matatus coming from nowhere and hitting people. You see, being alive is luck. Yeah, we just protected by God.
And for that, we are thankful and grateful for life.
Yes. Yep. So, today, Faye is not like, she looks like she's not telling us what we are talking about today. Why are you not telling us?
Guys, even me, I don't know today.
You know.
I'm hearing it for that. You've not told me.
I have not told you. By the way, do you know? People don't know. We don't even usually have guidelines or a point or a topic we decide at your head that we are going to discuss this. We just usually decide, okay, what are we going to talk about today? Let's talk about this, and we just go and talk about it.
Even if you don't know about it, you say what you know.
Yeah, you say what you know.
So like today, guys, I do not know what we are talking about.
Yeah, so let me tell you. We are talking about... I was thinking, there's this thing about getting pressure to succeed.
Yeah.
Yeah, the pressure to succeed, to be successful. Is it a real thing?
Yeah. Once when you start getting old.
At what age do you start feeling like, pressure to succeed, to be successful?
I think it's any age, Mazi.
Any age? Okay, you have a point.
After campus, and then unatoka unapata watu wenye they didn't go to campus like you, they have made it. And then you with your 4 years, you're there, and then you come out and you had this expectation ulikuwa like, nitasoma, nipate job, ni life is right. But first life had your plans.
Umesema, we finished Form 4.
Yeah.
We are now going to university. There's people who did not have money to go to college or anything. They just got to wherever they went to and started hustling. Yeah? As we went to university. 4 years, 6 years, you're still in school.
And 4 years, someone else is building from scratch.
Yeah.
4 years is a lot of work.
Oh my God, that's a lot of time.
Yes.
A lot can happen in 4 years. That's like a whole election period.
While they are building After 4 years, you're out.
Then you come out here, you realize, oh, kumbe it wasn't about the degree. It's about the moolah.
And now you start asking
Oh,
them,
well,
what did you
money.
guys do? Wako like, you have degree, ulisoma, we tafuta tu kazi ya watu walienda nini? Shule.
And by the way, talking of watu walienda shule, yeah? That time tukienda university, sort of the people that did not manage to go to university were feeling like they're being left out at that time. But they didn't know what the future holds.
Yeah, it's life.
Right now, they are the ones probably employing the people that went to university. Because them, they went hustling. Now you have a degree, but you're broke. Yeah?
Guys, if you are those people, please look for me. I need you right now.
So let me
Anyway,
ask you, the pressure to succeed and to be successful, it has levels. I think from what age is it not that bad?
I think on your 20 and below.
20, yeah? Because
20
many
and below,
times,
you're in high school,
Yeah.
you have to go through the system, Like sana in Kenya, we have this whole system where you have to go to school, primary, high school, after high school mostly, I say that.
Many times after high school.
Kwa sasa unajua utaacha, ukitoka
Yeah.
primary, everybody looks forward to high school. Nowadays, you can't not go to high school unless sasa kuna hata bursaries, there are opportunities that have made it at least easier. Hata kama si easier, like unafaa tu, like most of the things, like most of the time unaenda high school. But now after high school, that's where now at that point kuna wenye hawana choice ya kwenda campus. Yeah.
So they just go hustling.
They
I
hustle.
remember those people because when we finished high school, we all came to Nairobi. That is our style around here. We all came to Nairobi to look for whatever you came to look for. Myself, I came to school. My friends went hustling. Yeah, they were in Gikomba huko ndani, like I would see them like but then that time they had not made it that much because they were being employed. They were working for people, but over time they become street smart. Since they were being employed, to sell clothes for people in Tao, others go sell clothes somewhere in Gikomba. Over time they started now making more money and understanding the streets. They started now taking the bills. They would get the bills, sell, like that. Others would now started opening their own businesses like salons. And to us, we are not seeing like it's a business, like it's a big business, because I'm like, simi nasoma law, I'll be a big lawyer.
Sintakuja niajiriwe. Sintakuwa na salo kubwa.
Even them, they are telling you that.
Sintakuwa na salo kubwa. I will open a bigger one.
You'll now start bigger business. By the way, even them, that is what they think. They're like, but you see, wakili, you have a big career, you're an engineer. So ukienda upate pesa, usitusahau. Now I'm the one telling them wasilisahau. Na walinisahau kitambo sana. In fact, they are like, where? Na vile alisoma. And the way she went to school to do degrees and all that, right now she has nothing.
Actually, there is one, sorry to say, but there is one of your friend I met, and she was like, how's your sister? I'm like, she's okay. Hey, sister, najua sister kwa aliomoka. Najua alinunua hadi gari.
Even someone else told me that, by the way.
Aliniambia hivyo nikanyamaza nikaizile za
wewe najua saa hii unaendesha vitu wewe. Wewe vile nilikuwa nakujua kitambo. If you are that rich that time, right now I can imagine where you are. And I was the rich student, because being supported by somebody rich. Me, I never suffered. They were coming, they would come to my place and feel like I am the rich one, because I had everything in the house and I'm a student. I have a flat screen, I have all the seats, I have gas, I have everything.
By then nakumbuka.
Everything.
I remember
household.
Those times. Some of your friends used to come. Sasa hiyo mtu anaishi kasingo kenye ni kadogo hata akana kitu. Ni bed tu. Kwa Recho kukaa. Huko ndo tunakula nyama.
I remember.
You used to cook for us nyama.
I would go buy anything you want, even if it's drinks, really. I was a rich student, my friend. Now, there's even this student that came to my house. We used to study together, and they were coming for, I think, a laptop or some notes. When they got inside my house, they were like, Rachel, are you a student or you work at night? Without telling us, this house cannot belong to a student. I'm umeingia wash. Yeah? Now, you know, I had comfort that time, but what they are not understanding is, I was also not understanding rock bottom.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is what I missed.
Yeah.
While everybody else was feeling the heat of being rock bottom, of looking at a flat screen TV and saying,
And
"Where?
saying,
That
"Where
one is my dream.
Is my dream."
That chair, I'll buy it in the future."
Yeah.
Gas, you all, unless when I have now my own job and house. My friend, I remember I even had Go TV. Go TV.
And actually
Go TV
the
was
flat
not
screen
cheap.
that you had, it was not the cheap one.
Yeah.
That was Sony.
Hey, my friend.
Yo, those days there
So
are a few that had that TV.
What are you saying? Only few people had flat screens
Yes.
in 2015.
The Sony one.
2014.
Hey, that
Yeah.
kwanza ili trend. Hey, that TV had the few.
Like I
Ilikuwa
had
na
the
kila
comfort. You know, I was wondering, okay, sasa natafuta pesa ya what? But now look at this. Years later, things change.
Yeah,
Things change. People who are students and just hustling, because of the hustle and the stress they went through, they put a lot of effort in looking for money. Yeah? While me, I was just, chilling.
Relaxed.
I was like, I got it. I got it.
Comfortable.
So I didn't see the need to push. But also, the fact that we have not come from a family where we are taught business. You realize that? We are taught, go to school, get employed,
Yeah.
look for a job. Nobody is telling you, if you start a small business
Like a
like
small
here,
business, it's
if you start
gonna-
doing this and this,
Yeah.
because
But it's not even about being taught. Most of the people that you grew up around were employed.
that's
Almost
why I'm
all
telling
of
you,
them.
we were taught that.
Yeah,
That is
all
what we
of
learned.
them
I don't
is
see anyone that had a
employed.
business. They
Yeah.
were all employed, even the rich ones.
Yeah.
Many of them were employed, but the ones that had businesses don't have time to teach you. I don't even think they have interests
Yeah,
to teach you.
to even teach you.
Yeah, you I don't know. Oh my God, I wish people can stop doing that. If you have any business knowledge, can you teach anybody that can learn? You see, they don't have to sell what you're selling. Yeah, they can sell something else. Maybe it's cooking. You see, like me, I knew how to cook from kitambo sana in Ngara, and I wanted to start a restaurant.
Yeah,
I
you
even
said
had
that
taken a
actually.
room.
Yeah.
But then I don't know what happened. I was like, too much. Imagine
much.
I just brushed it off. I was like, oh my God. Right now, what I know, if I knew it that time, I'd be having my own house in Karen and V8 parked outside. Because I had so many opportunities to start businesses. Like, so many. Even that bail thing, my friends were doing it. And but they stopped after some time. I don't know why. They left that business. Although there's people who still do it, I don't know why they left that business.
You know, bells, mostly kwanza watu wenye uchukua Gikomba keeps on burning. You know, that's the problem. So, and then sometimes unaweza pata unaifungua bell uchoma. You know, unachukua bell. I considered it sometime. Unachukua bell, alafu airudishi ama inarudisha exactly what you got. And then when you go to get another one, unaweza chukua, but you know, most of the time you don't even, unachukua maybe uzie Gikosh, it burns.
Ujuni takataka iko ndani.
Ikishachomeka, you now have to look for money elsewhere. Like umechomeka kabisa, una pesa, hiyo pesa imeenda yenye ulikuwa make profit ukachukua bigger bill. Sometimes actually what they do, if you have, kuna bill ya 20k na kuna bill za 50 kwenda hivyo. So kuna hata za 90k. So what you do, tuseme umeanza na bill ya hata 12k, kuna bill ya 12k, uchukue bill ya 12k. Ukishachukua bill ya 12k, you go make profit, make profit ya around 20. You make profit ya 20. Ukienda kwa mwenye anakupea bill, uko na hiyo 20, anaweza kupea bill ya 30k. Cause anajua itarudisha. So he'll give you money more, he'll give you like on what is credit. On credit. you go sell and then maybe uendelee hivyo. So suppose umeuza and then now umekuja na hii 30k, akupe bill ya 50, iende ichome yote, upate hata what you thought was inside was not.
Yeah, but you can't give up because of that.
That's now nakwambia, wengine unapatanga maybe hii capital ndio wako nayo, so sometimes you just have now to go elsewhere and look for more money to start again. And that pattern keeps on repeating itself.
If you never manage to make enough money
to get
to
more
be covering
bills
up and all that, you can go home.
Yeah, you'll go home.
Because I know people who do mtush and they sell.
Yeah.
But you see what my friend told me? She told me it's better to be the person distributing the mtush.
That's now if
you sell to the sellers.
Yeah.
In retail or wholesale.
But if you're getting one bill uenda ukauze, like if you're a broker, like unajua like mabroker ni wale maybe unachukua, no, broker ni kama unachukua and then uuze tena. But if you're taking one ndio uende uuze upate profit hapo, if you can be able to have connections to let like the whole container ya bills, umekafunga.
But there's people who cannot afford the container.
Sasa inaanza, you start slowly.
So anachomwa,
unachoma, hakuna, you have, lazima uchomeke, lazima uban.
Yeah.
You have to ban. Kwanza sasa ukuwe wewe ni maskini unachukua nguo moja moja.
Yeah.
Kuna wale sasa, acha niseme hapo cause that's where
mbona unaniata?
That's where wengine wako.
Zima hiyo kitu. Sitaki.
Wale wenye wanachukua nguo one. My friend.
You see the good thing about us, people of one piece, we'll go and buy that piece at a very cheap price. It depends on where that person is taking that mtush. Depends, because anaweza chukua huko Komba or anywhere, and then they come and sell one piece at 300 shillings or 200 shillings. That's too expensive. There's another person will pick that mtush or even better,
sell it for even 3K.
Go to the market and sell it at 100, 150, 50.
Yeah.
And you look, it's the same quality as the person that is selling 200, 300. Now that is where we come in as people that buy piece. Yeah, the reason I like to buy piece is because I want to specifically choose the one that looks good to me. Yeah. And so you find when that person is, anafungua bill yake, you're there. They call you. You're there when they are opening, and you get the best ones.
Yeah.
Now then they can dispose the rest. And a lot of people have thrived through that. Because if you know how to select nice things,
has fend some people in hard times.
You can select that thing for 50 bob and sell it at 1500, depending on how nice it looks.
Yeah.
And thank you so much to my customers who support me. Thank you. Nitakuwa sasa serious na hiyo area. It is like a side. I do a lot of things. Just money that is not accepting me. It's not like I'm very broke, guys. Even if you see
Boy, sorry, I didn't. That was a bad laugh.
It's not like I'm very broke, but at the same time, I don't like to pretend like I'm something I'm not. No. I don't like to pretend to be something I'm not. Right? Yeah. But at the same time, in dunia, lazima people see you like you're thriving so that they can, especially if you're a lawyer, people don't want to hear you are broke. Yeah. You don't have nothing. They can't trust you with 30 million.
So you, at what point did you feel the pressure of making money? Of like success? Sasa ukafeel enyewe, kimeniramba for so long and I don't think I'm making any progress. I really need to style up or level up. Ama bado inakuhit.
First of all, yeah?
First of all.
By the way, something that made me think like that was very interesting. I don't know if I want to talk about it here. Because, hey, I have enemies out here. I got enemies. My goodness. It is so many things. Like, okay, there was this time, yeah? Honestly, I was living with somebody and I didn't have an income. That time, I was very stressed. I don't know whether there's this point of life where you're too confused by many things. But okay, honestly, I think it was my point of self-actualization and realization. Because I was really cruising through life. I didn't know what I'm doing or why I'm doing whatever I'm doing. So I was just doing things because they need to get done. But then, that time, I was living with that person and they were very cruel to me, yeah, at times. So, you find even food is a problem, yeah? You go touch food, they're like, hey, you can't touch food around here, you know, we don't have money. You're eating a lot. Me who doesn't eat now is eating a lot. Me who survives on 1 meal a day is now eating. Hey, okay. Kidogo kidogo, they started now being rude. What do you help me here with? It's not rent. Do you pay rent? Do you even know the price of rent? Hiya. Kidogo kidogo. You can't afford anything. You can't even afford a mabati house worth 500 shillings. Yo. And you know they were not like that. And I used to have my own house. I just collected everything and put them away. And in fact took them to shags. Then they are here telling me like, you don't have anything. Eh? Yo. Like, do you know, even listening to radio was a problem. I had to ask for permission. For permission to listen to sorry. I had to ask for permission. You know, it's just so annoying. I had to ask for permission to listen to music. It got to a point where I was chased away. Yeah? Because now apparently they had gotten another person and I had become useless and I was not a person anymore. So they would just chase me away, even if it's the middle of the night. Yeah? Tell me, you go sort yourself. Kanda ukajipange na uko, you're not. Kwanza alikuwa anapenda kusema wewe si wetu. Mimi sio wenu. Yeah, get out of my house. Saa 6 ya usiku nimebebana na tunguo with a trash bag. My clothes are inside a trash bag. And I'm outside, I have nothing. You see, I had to sleep at the gym. Because the gym is the only place I could go without being, you know, they had seen me. So I would pretend I'm going to work out. Kumbe, I'm going to sleep. But because of how stressed, it was a very stressing. Like me, I've never been that stressed in my life. It was like my lowest point of my life. You see, I'm a lady. I'll just go to the nearest bar. And you see there's men talking to me and, you know, even if I'm like very sad, somebody would still want to buy me a drink. So I used to take advantage of that. I would go sit, ask for if the waiter asks me for money, I tell them, hey, give me a few minutes, I'm thinking. Kidogo kidogo, somebody is already saying, hi, madam, can I buy you? Mrembo, umekaa peke yako? Can I buy you something? I'm like, yes. Yes, buy me something. What are you taking? I would ask for the strongest, the one that I know will knock me out. That one. I would take that one, then go to the gym and mosquitoes. Hey, they were singing Kanungo on my skin. They were biting me off. So you're that person that has chased you is in the house now with another person. Yeah? And they don't give a fuck. You see, that is what I was wondering. Kwani, what is love? 1 minute somebody is all over you, they want you, you are the most important thing. The next, you're being chased out of the house at midnight.
But on that statement, what is love? What is love?
No, that is why I didn't understand myself. I did not understand love. I did not have self-worth. What is it? Esteem. My self-esteem was like buried 6 feet under. Yeah, I didn't see my value. I didn't see worth. I didn't even have any career, any goals in my life. Sorry, like I felt like a nobody. But I understand why I felt that way. It's because that relationship made me feel like that. That person was always putting me down. You're nothing. You'll never get anywhere. Never go anywhere. Look at you, profile or picture for Wakili, but maisha kwa ground ni ya chokora. Madam. I used to wonder, guy, what am I going to do? And you see now, because of that pressure of even a place to stay, of even food, that is a lot of pressure. You get real fear. You're like, holy, my God, who am I going to call? I'm telling you, and I know if any of my Wakili friends will watch this, they will remember me calling them, yeah? Telling them, hi, I don't have food. I just couldn't tell you I don't have a place to sleep. That would have seemed extreme. And many of them were like, you're playing with me. Of all people, there's no way you can lack food.
Me, I suffered on that now.
Yeah?
Kwanza
Of all people.
Na hii urembo yote.
They were like, even the way I know you,
Haji.
there's no way you can be suffering for food.
Yeah, there's
Yeah?
that.
But the good thing is they used to send me. Like if somebody sent me 500, I used to feel like I had touched the roof of heaven. Yo,
Yeah.
that 500 I would arrange it in a way itamaliza hata wiki in case I've not made any money
Yeah.
by that week. Because I need to eat, I need to survive. Do you know, like that person was denying me even water, drinking water. Yeah? Like I would literally go back to the house, I would open and they were like, what do you want? What have you come here to do? I told you to get out. Go away. I don't want to see you. I'm not your relative. Get off my face. Then I would tell them, oh, I just need a glass of water. I am not giving you anything. Get off my face right now. Or I call police, by the way. I'll call police. So that was very low for me. That is what made me realize, oh my God, there's no one to rely on earth. Yeah? Or maybe it's because I landed on a bad person. I don't know. But at the same time, even if somebody's taking care of you, there's an extreme they can go and you're feeling like, And it's not like I have refused to look for work or money. Yeah? They were very nice. Like, oh, you see, you're not doing well. You need to get your affairs straight. Don't worry, I'll take care of you. Me, food, shelter is not a problem to me. You can, you can think about your life while you're staying around. Think about what you want to do. When I get a job, no, you don't. That job does not deserve you. It's very little money. What are you going there to do? So, mimi na ujinga yangu, I don't go for the job.
Hapo sasa ujinga, at least umeongeza hapo.
Yeah, ilikuwa ujinga. It was ujinga. And secondly, you see, I trusted this person. I didn't think they would make me suffer even for food and shelter. Because now I knew I'm arranging myself, I'm organizing myself. And what that led to, you see, when somebody comes to the house and they're like, what are you doing here? Get out. Get out of my house. You said you're leaving. You should leave now. And they're not playing. They tell you to leave now and you leave. And they close the door behind you. In fact, if you don't, they pull you out. Like, it's like, sir, I don't know why somebody would get to that point. But it's because there were other, people in his life, and he felt like I was now a nobody, because I don't see what can make me treat somebody like that. I've never, and I don't think I will ever, because now I understand how it feels like.
Situation, the whole point is this person had expectations when he met you, and you were not meeting the expectations, and at this point it was not easy for him to discount you.
Because now they were thinking I'm from this rich family, where we have money, and we are usually given pocket money in dollars. You drive your parents' big cars. Oh, lo and behold, hata zina 200. So it started showing me the true colors.
And now your friends that thought you would succeed, even they are here now.
And now you see, that thing made me very depressed, like the depression of I want to kill myself. Because you see, you don't have any money, you don't know where to start. This is somebody that you are leaning on, and now they have turned against you. They are telling you the meanest things on earth you can think of, when the only thing you need right now is support to be able to move forward. So I got double depressed. Like I became like, oh my goodness. I wasn't even, I stopped caring about myself. I lost myself. You guys used to think I'm going nuts, because I used to wear clothes that were torn. I would wear one clothes for so long, even my sister would be like, you don't have any other clothes? Like, I would wear clothes and shoes just to wear them, as long as I have them.
It got to a point where I'm also struggling, but I had to make sure she has clothes. Yani, mimi kimenilamba sekta yangu pia, lakini sasa niko like, acha nikutafutia nguo from top to bottom.
No, even you see our sister, the one in Rongai, hata yeye ilikuwa inamramba.
Ilikuwa
But
inaturamba
sisi wote. But so hey, and that getting out of depression was hard. It was so tough. It was such a bad place. Like I was crying all the time. I didn't know how to express like even expressing myself became a problem. Yeah, like hakuna kitu nilikuwa nafanya na furahi. It would even be a piece of meat I went to buy.
Mostly it doesn't even matter whether you explain yourself or not, because if
Yeah.
you're coming from that space where you've been really sharing to one person,
Yeah.
you're always like, it doesn't matter whether I tell you, it's not gonna change anything anyway.
Yeah.
What's the point? So you always suck it all in to yourself.
Yeah.
And what does that do?
I wasn't even telling my
Inalipuka.
sisters something.
Ilipukas.
It would get now the only time I was telling our sister the one in Rongai would be when I've been now chased away.
Ulikuwa unatuambia after sasa uko nje.
Yeah.
Ukua
I'm away
nje,
for some time.
sasa
Sina
hapo
food.
utatuambia.
Now I had to tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Niwaambie this is what is happening. I don't have food. I don't have nothing. And my sister would tell me, see, you even go to Shags. What do you have to suffer like this? I'm like, I go to Shags where my mom is waiting for me to send us something. I go back there. That is like
Actually,
now double suicide.
Yeah.
Hmm? And now going to Shags was impossible. And this person knew. Yeah, they would keep telling me, oh, you are poor begging family. You are a bunch of poor begging family. Where? Just so.
Let me tell you, Wase, you can be all things in this world, but please don't be poor. Mimi nimewaambia from experience. From experience,
Where?
take it from me. Be anything. Be anything. Be anything.
Now, because this
but
person
don't not have.
in the beginning was very nice to me. They think I have money. They think I have, these dollars we are given by our relatives. You need me. Then they find hakuna. Yeah, we hustle. You look for your own money. Hey, the ball changed. And I saw somebody I did not think they would become.
Yeah, that's why I was
It
saying
gets to
there
a
was
point where they hate you
expectations.
so bad they don't mind hurting you physically.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they are like, get the fuck out of my face. And now, for me to know it was that, he would go get women who have more money. Yeah? And now use them to make me feel bad. I remember that time he even slept with our neighbor. And now, I don't know what was happening. You see, now the neighbor, they have the same type of house, okay? And the neighbor was living with some other guy, but then I don't know what happened. So she was left there living alone. And kidogo, hoi! I came to realize they had 1 year relationship. 1 full year under my nose. And guys, if I have to tell you about that 1 year, I suffered. Hey, that year I suffered. I begged people for places to stay. I remember that friend of mine that was living in somewhere along Ngong Road. They housed me for like a month, yeah, because I had been chased away and I was told not to go close to that house. So I had to look for a place to stay. 1 month they housed me. But then you see, he would say that, then he goes be in a relationship with that neighbor, they kosana, he now becomes nice. Used to think he will get, I don't know what he was looking for though. So this neighbor, now they have the same house, same size, now she looks rich. Of course she is, because if they have the same house, same size, and this girl now goes and even acquires more property. Yeah, she was walking, now she even bought a car. Hey, now that dude started becoming even worse. Yeah, he like, who at your age doesn't have a car? That is what he was telling me. Who at your age doesn't have a car? Even if hata kama yayo yake ni a loan, because apparently that one for her was a loan car, but either way it was her car. He would be like, yeah, you don't even know how to go to the petrol station and fuel. Can you say you know how to drive? You don't know nothing. In the end of the day, me or her, nobody is walking out there like you, like a pedestrian. We are both driving. You, what are you driving?
Popper.
You're only driving
You
me crazy.
popper.
Where? My God. You know now, one, they have hurt me by sleeping with this lady. Yeah? But this lady was also she was very inconsiderate. She wasn't the kind that you can sit and she's like, I'm so sorry. I didn't know this is how things were. I was told 1, 2, 3. But honestly, I'm so sorry. I didn't know it is 4, 5, 6. No. After she realized I've known, she became even more aggressive. She was the one telling him, can you chase her away? I don't want to see her around. You're lying to me. She needs to go. If it's not that, don't talk to me. Like threats, conditions, Nini, she didn't care. Like, she needs to go. She didn't even care where I was going. Where? That is when I realized, oh my God. Oh my God. So now I can imagine the stories he had told that girl. How I am lazy. How I don't want to do nothing. Imagine, and if I remember, I was waking up at 5 a.m. to wash clothes. 5 a.m. Like those neighbors can even attest right now. And you know, because I wasn't talking to anybody, not even the neighbors, they used to think I was the problem. Because they would see I am being chased away. And he's not chasing me away pole pole. No. It's with noise, makelele, and my shit being thrown outside. So the neighbors can hear, but they don't want to be part of it. So they used to think, oh, this girl is the problem. She's being chased away. She doesn't go. She's always staying here. You know, what is wrong with her? But now they didn't know what was happening. Until they learned about that relationship with the neighbor. From that time, they were like, no, this guy keeps saying this girl is the problem. We now know he's the problem. Because he's the one that started the relationship with that girl, and it was very shocking for everybody. In fact, people were even worried about, they hated that girl. They were like, why would you do that to somebody? Na unamuona hapo. But then the thing is, that girl is like a crook. Let me just say that. She's like these women who will sleep with different men because now I made it my business to watch her for some time. Yeah, like there would be this man this week, another one this week, another one this week. Now you can imagine the kind of person that is. She doesn't care. As long as she's benefiting, everything can go to hell. Yeah, and now that's why the point where I got, and I was like, okay, fine. I will not even think about her again, because that is the kind of person she is. She doesn't care.
Yeah.
She does not care whether she's hurting anybody, because if that guy approached her and she's a genuine person who likes genuine things, I would be the first person to be told. She would have looked for me, and that door was here and here. Like if I open and she opens, we are there together. Yeah. If she's in the kitchen and I'm in my kitchen, you can literally hear her cooking and she can hear me cooking. So it was so easy for her to come and tell me, hey, and she's a lady, hey, there's this and this and this happening. If at all she was genuine, yeah, what is going on? And I would have respected her so much. But now, like that lady made me realize, oh my God, it's not every woman that is nice. Some women are evil, like evil from Satan. See, children of Satan, literally. She made me so scared, like, yo, I wouldn't want to have a neighbor like that. And if I bought a house next to somebody like that, I am going to move, because I don't know what they can do. Witches. She was acting like a witch. And because of what I went through that time, and you remember, I was not even able to afford. You remember that time we were buying diapers for our niece, because she had just been born. So we were exchanging. You would buy this week, I would buy the next week. It got to a point that I couldn't even get diapers. Yeah? Because you see the way narcissists do things, even if they were helping you, they drain it. Even if it was fair. At least you're going where? Now there's no fair. You cannot go anywhere. So it's like they are punishing you. My goodness. That was my wake-up call. I realized it was harsh. It was so harsh. So harsh. Now, when you mixing it with my abandonment issues, it was like hell. Because now he had learned that I have abandonment issues. I am
He
scared.
made you codependent.
Yeah, I am scared to be left.
Okay.
So beginning, he assured me that he was there, he's gonna be there, and behaved like that. But then later I started using it. Because he knew I was scared of being left. He would just start a fight, then kidogo he tells me he's gonna leave and he's not going to come back. Imagine. I used to be so, like, I was always living like a chicken. I was so anxious all the time. So, and you know, now this fear of being left even overcame the need for me to look for money. So now I was now already dealing with this fear, but I still need to survive and make an income and live my life. That was so pathetic, my God, so pathetic. And honestly, these things I have not even said. Sometimes I would cook the food I don't eat. I'm told, how much have you contributed? And because I knew I wasn't contributing anything financially, nilikuwa najituma hizi vitu zingine. I would wake up and wash clothes at 5 a.m., clean the house 2 times a week, cook every day, make sure there's food, like no work that needed any physical need around the house that was not mine. Yeah, I did everything, but it still was not enough. I was still being asked, do you know the price of tissue? Do you know the price of rent? What are you helping me with? Are you helping me with rent? You're leaving the lights on. Are you paying bills? Where? So because of the experience I went through, especially that part where I had to sleep at the gym, I have no food. I would stay without showering for like up to 3 days. Imagine, 3 days you've not showered. Because at the gym, you can't finish the water at the gym. You know, people now start wondering, now when you live here. And also, it wasn't an expensive gym because surely, if I'm broke, I could only afford gym so 100 per day. Yeah, per session. So, your gym haikuwa that pimped. Even the washrooms were outside. You know, it was a keep hall, but then everything was outside, and I could only wash myself, especially when there were not people at night. And you know, it was weird for people to see the gym lights at night, so I used to switch them off. I was operating in the darkness. I would only wash up my phone. But moving forward, I never used to switch on lights because I don't want people to see me. I'm telling you, that's survival. Mimi wakili. I don't have a place to stay. And I'm telling you, depression was very bad. Depression is a very bad thing. Because you try to do this, you don't have any confidence. You try to do this, you don't even know where to start. I don't know why when you're depressed, your head is all over the place, and you try to do something, you have no motivation to do nothing. The only motivation you have is to die. You just want to disappear and just go away so that this can end.
And at that point, people are like, why don't you look for something to do?
Exactly.
They're
like,
I don't want to do anything. Even if that thing came, you really don't see the point of even working. You don't see the point of doing anything, because it's better if you just die, honestly.
Yeah.
It's just that the death doesn't come at that point. Sijui na hiyo time hata kifo haikutakangi.
Nakwambia hata upatangi homa.
Yeah.
You can't even get sick. Even with all sleeping outside na kukulwa na mosquito, I did not get sick. So I would sleep there, during the day I don't know where to start, I don't know where to go. I just get out, and you see, outside around the area, I had met a few friends, but I wasn't telling them what was going on. So I would go and, I would ask them, hey, mumekula lunch, what have you eaten for lunch? Then they would ask, have you eaten? I'm like, I'm okay. They're like, just eat. And I'm telling, they were not even rich people. Unaona hawa watu kuanga tu kwa streets. The ones that don't have nothing. The ones that will borrow you 5 bob for cigarettes. Sijui 10 bob for mugoka. Those are the people that used to buy me food.
Yeah.
Imagine, they would give me 50 bob. They would tell me, go with this 50 bob, you can buy something to eat. And to me, that time, 50 bob was... I would hesabu how I'll go buy 3 mandazis and turungi.
Manze, I understand, because mimi kuna time hata 10 bob singekupea. Kumi.
My friend.
Kumi.
Yani, and this lady knew this is what I'm going through.
Yeah.
She knew I've been chased away and I don't have to play, but she did not care. She did not care. And that's why I'm understanding why she's single for that long. She's very heartless. And I think people can see she's heartless and self-centered and entitled, and you can't be that kind of human and you think people are not seeing that energy. They are. It doesn't matter what you acquire. Yeah, because now after she got rich now, she has now a car. Hey, why? I used to be told how I will never think, I should even not think close to buying a car. We hata ufai kufikiria ati mambo ya gari. Uko na kwa kukaa. Do you even have a house? What do you mean you can think about a car? You're very far behind. I don't know how you'll ever recover. Look at your age mates. You have nothing now. They have things. What can you call yourself? What kind of human being are you? Imagine you're being told that you're depressed. And you can see it's happening. The lady can afford anything she wants to buy. You're there, you can't afford nothing. Yeah? And the lady wants him. So, it's pain double. It's pain times 2. Because you've not just been left. You've been left because of your incompetence and incapabilities. Yeah. That was very, very painful to me. And the reason why I talked about it for so long is because I need you to understand the intensity of my wake-up call. Yeah? Intensity of my wake-up call was me getting completely drunk so that I don't feel the mosquitoes biting me. And I would wake up whatever time I would wake up. Because I'm like, I just want to stay away from this. I don't know. I don't know why it's really like that when you're grieving and you're in pain. You just wanna be destructive and all that, especially those times when you don't know where to start, and especially during depression. So, my God, thank God for the caretaker's wife. The caretaker's wife used to tell me I should never feel homeless when she's alive, because they had this bed sitter, and she would tell me I was always welcome there. Me to take all my clothes there, and I shouldn't take them back to that house because he will throw them away. So if I want to change, I can be changing in a house, even if it is her and the husband, and they still have one son, a young son. So they will tell me, don't feel bad, we will all sleep here. It's a bed sitter, a bed and a chair. And they welcomed me there. They told me, that chair, you can sleep there anytime you want. If there's no food, you come eat what we are eating. I don't know what I'll do for that girl. She's always on my mind. I'm usually like, my God. It's not like they had anything. They didn't have much. Yeah?
Yeah.
But God has really blessed them right now, considering where they are right now. God has really blessed them somehow, because they are way far from where they are. Yeah? Even them, they were being looked down on. Caretakers. You're always going to gossip with them. And I was being told I'm going to gossip. Yet they were the only people that were housing me when I was kicked out in the rain. Yeah? Anyway, those people will say anything. But at the same time, all I'm saying is, that was my wake-up call. I realized, oh my God, I don't have anyone. Like, I can't rely on anyone. My sisters are also struggling, so I can't go and force myself. Because nilikuwa naelewa. Nasema, okay, now I can't force myself in your house. You're struggling to even eat. There's times you are eating saucy. Saucy, that fake meat.
Actually, the funny thing, I was not able to afford it.
Saucy.
We should.
But thank God, there was some of the tuvitus
I was not able to afford it, so I was taking it on kukopa. Nilikuwa nakopeshwa na mtu wa duka. Sosi ya 20 bob Rachel. Kefao, I couldn't afford it. Nilikuwa nakopa sosi. Yo time umekopa sosi, mafuta uko nayo? Uko na kitunguu? We, hebu acha hizo story anyway.
Woo! My goodness.
But anyway,
I think
of importance is nothing, guys. Nothing lasts forever. Man.
Exactly.
Hakuna kitu last
forever. Because honestly, especially, you see, for me, it's not even the money. You see, for me, I know I'm not like Kitambo, okay? But for me, my biggest win, like the one I can even chap a cartwheel for, is getting over that depression and getting over that person and getting over everything they hurt me with. Getting over them doing those escapades with the neighbor who did not care about nothing. Like forgiving them. And you know, I forgive them for my own sake. So that, because I was like, yo guys, I'm in pain, surely. I'm rock bottom, and you people are gonna treat me like this. Even like the lady, even you, the lady. You know, I tried to talk to her. I was like, yo, do you, this is where I am at. She was like, she doesn't care. She told me to go deal with my business. She told me to go deal with my crap. That was the word she used. She told me, no, go deal with your crap. Where? So I was like, yeah. So, you know, they had teamed up with that person. And now I was being seen like taka. Now the neighbors that were my friends, there were some neighbors that I knew but I couldn't talk to. Because if I told him I've talked to this, I told you, going to talk to everybody. What? So I would not say that I've talked to them.
Yeah.
But then I would go talk to them. I tell them what's happening, especially, not all of them, some, especially the one that knew him. And they were like, you know, you have to get out of there. You know, we told you. We told you this is what is going to happen. And you know, it's not going to change. He has realized you don't have the money that you have.
You don't have the family support.
Yeah, you
that
don't
you
have this family you can call and they send you $1 million.
Not even send you, even like host.
And you see,
at
those are
some
the
point.
expectations we have that there are about us so many places. That we go find ourselves in such hard place. You know, some people even say you're denying them money. You're stingy at unawanyima pesa. The way that your family, wewe ni mstingy sana. Unatunyima pesa tunajua. If they knew.
I think lessons taken is your it doesn't matter who is in your family, but even your dad's money is not yours.
No, but you see, if your dad is alive, because I believe if our dad was alive, there's no way we could have suffered like that. Hakuna.
There are people that have alive dads, Rachel.
No, I'm
They
saying
have
my dad. I don't know
your
about
dad.
those other dads. The way I knew my dad, yeah,
If he was alive.
he was a good person. I don't think we would have suffered that much.
There's that.
I'm sorry for the people who have bad dads.
Yeah.
I know they exist, deadbeats. So sorry about that. But you know, if you're in Nairobi now, wherever you're getting support from has been cut off, unceremoniously, you are not even warned. You are not told by this and this month you should be looking for your own money. No, it just ends one day. Oof. So go get your own life. You now have a degree. Where? People out here will do you koni. They'll do that thing. And now because of that, I had so much pressure, by the way. So much pressure just to survive, even to buy food, to buy even drinking water. I got so much pressure. Like every day, I wouldn't even sleep. Sikuwa napata usingizi. The most I would sleep would be like 3 hours, and now that is because my body has gotten so tired, it just falls off. Other times, I would sleep 2 hours, I wake up. I'm like, holy. People here have money, they have their own houses, they have their own food, and me, I'm here, I don't have nothing, I'm being chased away. Like, anxiety for real. Like, oh my God, where do I start? What do I do? But at that time, many times that time, I remember I used to be so stressed. So I used to be just so stressed. Like, now things would get worse until the time I managed to relax. Especially after getting over all those things that happened. A bit. Now I managed to relax. But you see, one thing that helped me was the gym. The gym used to help me control my moods. Especially if I'm feeling very, very sad, I go to the gym. Now I would think forward and think, mbele, without a lot of stress. Now, you see, making money is all about your head being okay. I'm not saying your head will always be okay when you're making money, but I'm saying for starters, you need to be okay mentally. Yeah? But at the same time, you see, money does not care whether you're okay or not. You have to look for it. Your stomach, you have to eat. You have to sleep, you have to pay rent, you have to pay bills, you have to pay electricity, you have to pay all those things. So it doesn't matter how you're feeling, you have to look for money. And the other pressure was because of the amount of time I wasted there. Yeah, because of, I wasn't progressing. I've been isolated from my friends. When I meet my friends, they are way forward, they are far. People I left working are now have big cars. Yeah, they have their own homes. Others even got married. They were looking for me. I did not bother. Like, so at some point I didn't even have a phone. That is how much isolated I was feeling. I didn't see the need of a phone. It got to a point where my mom got stressed because she would look for me, I'm nowhere to be seen. My sister would look for me, I'm nowhere to be seen. You see, even that thing about picking calls, I'm still struggling with it because I had gotten used to not picking people's calls. Hi, you could call forever and I'm
There's
not
a
picking
lady,
it.
one of your friends was like, why don't you have my number? And then I was like, I don't save people's numbers. And she didn't understand what that meant. Because at that point, you're like, why would I have your number?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter anyway. It's not like we really...
Did any of my friends call you to ask you where I was
No.
or why I disappeared?
I think the calls I got was that day. There's that day you posted something.
Yeah.
That day I got so many. Hata maadui zako walinipigia hiyo siku.
Yeah, I posted a
uko hai.
suicidal post on Facebook because at that point now I had decided now, this is too much. Let me just finish this shit.
Yeah, that day, watu walinipigia. Andi watu wa LSK, watu wa ushago, watu, those friends now of yours wenye sasa wameendelea. I got so many calls. I couldn't pick because simu haikuwa inaacha kulia.
Yeah.
So I was like, what, you guys, pambaneni na hali yenu. You calling me, I also don't know. So I didn't pick most of the calls, honestly. Because actually these are wengine nawajua, and I didn't pick their calls because I really knew the motive. Yeah,
they wanted to know.
Yeah, they wanted to know
why is she hanging herself?
So that they can have something to talk about.
Yeah.
Me, I'm always I was like, you know what? If it's not for this situation, you didn't be calling me. Even me, I'm trying to call to confirm if she's okay. So, pambaneni na hali zenu. Na sasa mnapiga hivyo mmekaa tu mnasengenyana. Hebu tupige tusikie. So, I really did.
But at the same time, I was understanding that because you see, even people who hate you, haters who gossip all the time, they get shocked when now you're saying it's over.
But at least I was able to text them later, and I was like, sorry, I didn't pick your calls. Yeah, I just.
But you see, I understand my friends and why they might not have called you is because I'm the one that stayed away from them.
Yeah.
I blocked them out of my life. They would call me. I wasn't picking.
And then
I wasn't picking. Yeah, they would text me. I'm not replying. So they got tired. They were like, okay, maybe she's ghosting us. And that is it. They continued with their lives. Yeah. So when they were shocked to hear that I was actually going through that, they were like, why didn't you tell us? You never said anything. I was like, I wasn't understanding isolation and how those things work. And because of all the embarrassment I went through, the nights I had to sleep outside in the cold. And imagine, the person would sleep very soundly, like nothing has happened.
Yeah.
They would very well walk into the neighbor's house and spend the night there.
And then again also, I think for you, I understand your situation because, again, growing up, you didn't really feel, like, kuna zile familia zenye you grow knowing that we are here for you.
Yeah.
Sana hata sisi, like now from your mom, we didn't have that.
We didn't know.
We really didn't have that thing that you can call your sister. Kikiumana kabisa. Unaweza mpigia, yes, but anaweza kuwa hana kitu ya kukusaidia nayo. There is that also. But then I think that's why you are able to block your friends because you are like, what? It doesn't really matter. Even if I tell them I'm going through this and I have to face it by myself.
Yeah.
People will be like, it's sorry, you're going through this. We hope you get better soon. But you're the one facing it. Sometimes it's not selfishness. It's just you have to face it without your friends. And you have to go on that journey alone.
Yeah.
But there are people that don't get that.
Yeah.
They're always like, but you blocked us.
Yeah.
But it,
Yeah, this will be a wake-up call
okay.
for success.
Okay.
What was your wake-up call for success? Good.
Okay.
Yeah, so you see that period when he was dating our neighbor, and now he was treating me like trash in the house. He would leave the house. He had saved her some other name for a man. So every time this man called, he would be like, I'm going to meet this man, no, and he would leave. Me, I used to know those people he's doing business with. And now the bad treatment is what I was not understanding. I was not getting, why am I getting this bad treatment? Kumbe, it's because he has told the neighbor that I am supposed to leave so that they can have a relationship. You get? So he had to be nasty to me. But he was already nasty even from before. But now, this time, it was pro max. My goodness. I was literally walking on eggshells. Like, I would wait for him to leave so that I eat. Because me eating when he could see me used to make me so anxious. It used to make me so scared. Me that feeds people, now I don't have nothing to eat. Yeah? And I can't believe all this time that girl was just there next door, living her life to the fullest, not even asking how I'm doing. Not even bothering to know my well-being or what will happen or what plans I have.
Mi kuna statement nataka ushike kutoka like watu ni wabaya Richu.
Now she taught me. Oh my
Watu
God.
ni wabaya.
Mimi hata siwezi tetea. You see, I had this thing of kutetea madem, because madem now, there's a way I have like a soft spot for madem. That girl made me realize there's proper devil's angels on earth. Like, that girl is bad news. And because of
She might
what
even
happened,
be good. Kuna watu wabaya.
good. How can she be good with the
No,
way she
I'm
behaves?
just saying, watu ni wabaya.
Apana, that girl is bad. You can't tell me she's good.
No,
and because of that experience I went through, when she's next door, when she can come and tell me, if she told me, I would understand why this guy is behaving like this. Now I didn't know why everything I touch is bad.
But most girls don't. Kuna watu, there are those people that actually know that the neighbor is married and they sleep with. You've not heard of those stories where it's an apartment and the wife is in first floor and no, actually the mpango is in first floor and the wife lives in third floor. So bwana kitoka third floor anapitia first floor and they have been like that for 3 years. And that lady knows, the whole plot knows, mbaba analalanga kwa huyu. Sometimes she would even say, ameenda ushagu na ako hapa second floor. Atoki kwa nyumba, asongi, afanye nini, anakaa hapo from Friday to Sunday.
Na unampita hapo.
Na unampita hapo ukienda wewe unafikiria bwanako ako wapi? Ako sijui wapi. Ako hapo.
That is what I was thinking, because he used to spend nights over there. He used to stay there so many times. There was even this time I came from Shags, in the morning. And I called him. He was already there in our house, and he couldn't come out because I was at the door. Yeah? So he was like, go away. I'll not open that door until you go away. Hiya. I was like, son, Imedu, I can just get off my door. Go away. Just come back at 2 p.m. I'll open the door for you at 2 p.m. Guy. So I was like, okay. Me, I went and chilled with my friends over there. I was so tired and sleepy. I just slept on the shelf. Now after amemalizana na vitu zake na jirani, I text him. I'm like, have you come back? No, give me like an hour. Sayo, my goodness. Hey. Yani, huyo dem sijui. I don't know. I'm not even blaming the girl. I'm blaming both of them. I'm like, Kwani, how evil are you?
I think with that story, I thank God for giving me the energy to give 0 Fs when it came to relationship. Now me, I was the opposite of you. Which I think now saved me.
Yeah, it did.
It saved me a lot
because
of such
imagine,
bullshit.
Imagine going through that bullshit.
Yeah, I don't know how.
Going through that bullshit, somebody's treating you as if you don't know how to look for money. I just met you when I'm down, bro.
Yeah.
I ask people who know me.
Yeah.
This is not me. And now you chose to put more pressure and stress and kill me so that I can become nothing. And that is why I'm telling you, that was a very low moment for me. And nakwambia kwa hii barabara hata mtu aniombe mbao, even if I don't have, if I have food in my bag, I'll give it to them. Because I remember the number of times people gave me bananas.
Yeah.
Wamama wa soko ananipea ndizi nikule because I have not eaten. Naenda ninamwambia mimi niko na 10 bob. Na ndizi 3 ni 20 bob. Ananipea zote. The people that were my friends, I would, it would get to a point where I had to open up and tell them, oh, I've not eaten anything today. They're like, why? And why? And you see, even our neighbors noticed something was wrong with me. Because I used to dress very badly and I used to look stressed all the time. Yeah? They were wondering, what's wrong with this one? So, but I couldn't talk to them. And they didn't know why I wasn't talking to them. So, honestly, that was rock bottom for me. I've never been so rock bottom. I was so worried. I was so sad. I was so scared. I didn't know who to call. And even, you see, the people that you could have called already gave up on you. They're like, I paid school fees. What are you telling me? You don't have food? Go look for food.
You're traumatized.
Go look for food.
Pambana.
There's people who don't even have people to call. You are lucky. You can call somebody. But now, you see, I was really hoping I could, you see, if it was my mom, and it's not like our mom doesn't have that income. It's the case of our parent who did everything and anything to see us through life. Yeah? So she doesn't have money. I couldn't call her and tell her, this is what is going. She needs money from me to begin with. So, why I call her to tell her what? Imagine being so financially unstable. You can't even buy airtime. I couldn't buy nothing. And you see, you can't beg for long. You can't ask somebody for money for two days. They'll be like, no, now you have to look for something to do. Yeah? And I know it used to feel really like I've not refused to get something to do. I'm just feeling really, I don't know what to explain to you. They were not understanding. Yeah? And so what we are saying is, no matter what is happening, especially ladies, no matter what is happening to you, make sure you have an income. But at the same time, we are not saying all men are the same. By the way, some people are good. Yeah, some people will never deny you food. They won't chase you away. Hata mkikosana, they'll be like, yo, now we are not schizotyping with each other, but I will hold you a bit because I understand your situation until you can stand on your feet and then you can go. Or they'll be like, okay, I can pay for you like a small house. You go arrange yourself. They don't kick you out until you get out. They at least remember that one time you made them a good meal. They're like, it's really a burden to take care of somebody. I understand. Even me, I kept saying that. I was like, I understand I'm your burden. Please understand me. I'm trying to think what I can do. And they did not have no remorse. Tell me, look at yourself. You can't even afford to do anything. You can't afford to get any money. What are you talking about? Where?
But let's say that guy was a blessing in disguise.
Those people showed me dust, like real dust. And that girl was always very happy. Because every time she heard there's noise, she sits next door. Every time she had noise there, she would open the door and stand outside to listen. Can you imagine how wicked that person is? Me, I forgave her, but I never forgot. I want to go to hell and find Satan burning her for that day. She has to pay for that day. Me, I have refused. God, no. That one has to pay. Because, it is the only time I remember that was very low in my life. I didn't have nothing. And that is what propelled me to do anything that I want to put my hands on. Yeah? I decided now, I don't even care about anything else. Now it's money or money. Money or money. I was telling myself I'm going to look for so much money. That building they were chasing me away from, I'll go buy it and chase them away. I'll go buy it, let them pay me rent for 6 months, then I serve them a notice. You see, We don't want you around because we don't want you around. Simple. There's nothing you have done wrong. We don't want you. Please go away. But you see, grace, the thing about grace is, because it is them that chose to be evil, you realize that's their karma.
Yeah.
And you decide, fine, I'm not going to even do anything. I'm just going to let you, your karma will find you.
Yeah.
And it will deal with you. Because you think you are a very special human being, you can go around treating people badly. I don't remember a time I've treated anyone badly in my life. Honestly, if there's anybody, come out and tell me. Yeah? But the way that person and that girl treated me, I was like, oh my goodness. They don't even feel like there's value for human beings. You know, and that is what you end up feeling. And because of that, I realized how important having an income is. Even if unajipanga, some people can take advantage of that.
Yeah.
They know you don't have nothing, so they decide, time to dance. Na utajua ujui. Yeah? So they deny you food. Imagine being denied food. That is like the lowest of the low. You don't have shelter. You don't have food. Those beddings, you're the one that washed. You no longer even sleep there. In fact, I was sleeping on a very small chair that fitted from there and here. And I'm telling you, I used to sleep there for, I don't know. And I was like, oh my God, I used to take my bed for granted. Huh? I used to take my cooking gas for granted. I used to take my water for granted. I used to take my house for granted. Look at this. Now, because it is not mine, and that saying that goes, when you allow somebody to feed you, they will starve you. By that, I did not tell that person that I don't want to work or that he take care of me. No, it was circumstances leading to the other. But now, he kept me away from a job for so long. I didn't even notice. Yeah? They were like, no, don't go for that job. 80,000 is nothing. What are you talking about? Don't go for that job. You just look for money, make millions. We are talking millions here. Leave 80,000 alone. Then after that job has gone, you are nothing. You never do anything. You don't even follow on your career. You can't even buy yourself food. Look at you. Profile picture of a lawyer, yet maisha ni ya chukura. Yo. I was like, what the? And you see, I couldn't tell you these things. All these things I was keeping to myself. I never used to tell anybody because I think I was not in that place to tell them. And I don't think there's any other law than that. You don't have an income, you don't have a salary, you don't have a job. And now, you don't even have a place to say you don't have food, you don't have shelter, you have nothing. It is so low, you don't have dignity, yeah? And because they feel that they are feeding you and they're the reason you are alive, I'm telling you, even eating, you'll be feeling like unakosea. To eat, and it is a right to eat. I'm not saying it's a right to eat in somebody's house. But if at that moment, you're contributing in any way in that house, hufai kunyimwa chakula. Now unanyimwa chakula, I understood how it feels like to be that chokora I was being called. To be homeless and without food. Like, my goodness. And because of that experience, yeah, I decided me and being broke will never happen again. I will never. Like, it has never occurred to me or I have ever planned that I'm going to be broke. No. It's just those circumstances. Like, if most people that know me know how hardworking I am and how mi hujituma sana. Nikiamua I am doing this, I stick to it through and through and through. And I do everything to make sure that it works. But now, this situation was like that because, you know, there was now the depression bit where I didn't even know I was depressed. And getting out of depression to me was better. It was more relieving and freeing than even now starting to look for money. That place, I can't even wish on my enemy. Honestly, let me just say that. It takes you a lot of energy to pull yourself out. so that you can now think. You see, because of the depression, I didn't care. Bora nimeamka, nimesurvive. I would wake up and okay, what are we doing today? Yeah, I was like, fine, if I get food, okay, if I don't, fine. Yeah, whatever. Me now, what am I going to do? I'm not going to kill myself. I have to start somewhere, and I have to work on things that need to be worked on, especially my mental state. I needed to work on it so badly. So yeah, over time that muzigo imekuwa less and less. And honestly, I'm so grateful to the creator, because I'm not the same person anymore. I can't tell you how happy I am for getting over the stress, mostly, not even the money bit, the stress, because now I can think straight. I am getting my self-esteem back. I got my confidence back. I can do anything I want to do. I'm not scared of failing. I don't believe all the nonsense that I was told. I am this, I'm that, you'll never be this, you piece of shit, nini. All those things, my God, kutukana kila siku, you get sick. Physically sick, you don't know what is happening in your body. And me understanding what was going on and deciding to consciously work on it was the biggest blessing to me. So some people are not successful because of what they think and feel about themselves. And maybe sometimes it's because they don't understand themselves. Maybe they are with an abusive person. Maybe they are in abusive situations. Maybe they just literally do not believe that they can actually do things or, achieve some things, some particular things. So they stay at the same place, penye, they are not succeeding, they are not moving forward. And that stagnant place is so depressive. Because there's social media nowadays, you will go online and you find your friend has now the third car. They have sold the second car. They now have a better car. I had friends, those times when I was suffering like that, my friends would post online they have bought Mercedes. I don't have food. They have Mercedes. They have sold their Touareg and their Wish. They now have a better car, Mercedes. Madam, I have not done any progress economically and financially. That was stressing me so much. They tell me, oh, where are we gonna meet? Let me send you the